Yo, what's going on YouTube? I am Germ here, and I gotta tell you guys, it feels great to be right. Everybody knows that. Everybody loves those I told you so moments. That's part of why, we have discussions for League of Legends. That's part of why we make predictions and analyze and all this stuff to see what people think. And then, hey, when you're right, you get some bragging rights. And when you get stuff wrong, you kind of get it thrown back in your face. But that's okay because you're waiting for that next time when you can throw it right back at them. That's the fun of this. And it is obviously all in good fun at the end of the day. I make tons of predictions. I talk about tons of stuff on the channel. And like I said, when I get stuff wrong, I hear about it. So when I get something right, I gotta let you guys know. And that's what we're gonna be talking about in this video today. The fact that I tried to tell you guys 100 Thieves was simply overrated coming into the lock-in tournament. And if the expectations and things stay how they are right now, they're going to be overrated coming into the spring split and into the whole 2022 LCS season as well. And I don't know, at least to me, it seems pretty clear, but that's what we're going to be talking about. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this. I know it's going to be a more controversial video, and there's going to be a lot of people who don't agree with everything I say, but just because you don't agree with what I say, that doesn't mean you should dislike the video or not watch the video or whatever, because, we're here for the discussion, and you don't have to agree with everything I say, and you're not going to. So if you disagree, comment, we can talk about it. That doesn't make it a bad video, because I know this is going to be a little bit more controversial. So subscribe, save today, and all my latest content, and check out the first link in the description below for the merch we dropped a couple weeks ago. With that being said, let's get right into this. So I don't know if you guys saw, but I've been posting predictions. I posted predictions before the whole lock-in, and then I posted predictions after the group stage. And both before lock-in started and after the group stage, I did not have 100 Thieves in my finals. Now, I did still have them making the top 4. I didn't have them losing to Dignitas. I'm not saying that I thought 100 Thieves was worse than Dignitas, or that they were going to lose to Dignitas or anything like that. I'm just saying that when you look at, the LCS analysts, every single analyst, I think they had like 10 people predicting the lock-in. I think all 10 people had 100 Thieves in the finals. I know Tim Sevenheisen did a lock-in pick'em prediction competition or something like that. And I think, this could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the number was 60% of people had 100 Thieves winning the lock-in. And to me, that is just absolutely outrageous. That was just crazy. And when I say 100 Thieves is so clearly, at least in my opinion, overrated, that doesn't mean they're bad. Do not get that misconstrued. Do not, kind of twist those words at all. Yeah, and I tweeted this out as well. I said 100 Thieves is a good team, maybe even a great team, depending on who you ask. I don't necessarily go as far as to say great, but they're great on some days, but they're a good team. But they are overrated. And those can both be true, because overrated just means people think they're better than they are. That does not mean they're bad. I'm not trying to flame 100 Thieves. I'm more flaming all the people who are blindly talking about just how good they think 100 Thieves is. There's no way 100 Thieves had a 60% chance of winning this tournament. There's no way that all 10 people should have been picking 100 Thieves to be in the finals. Now, should they have maybe been a favorite to go to the finals? Yeah, sure. Whatever. They are the defending LCS champions. Yes, the synergy analysis meme, whatever. But man, TL is a great team. Now, did it suck that they have some green card issues? Yes, but still, they're at worst fielding 4 world-class players, depending on the day or whatever, but 4 players who are capable of being world-class players, and then some pretty good academy talent as well, as we've seen. And then EG, who again, coming into the tournament, we didn't necessarily know about Jojo Pune or how good Danny was going to be in his second year, but after we saw the group stage, to still be making those 100 Thieves predictions when we saw how good TL and EG looked, is a little bit weird to me. Again, if some people were taking 100 Thieves, I get that. If some people thought 100 Thieves looked really great, I get that. But for everybody to be picking 100 Thieves, that was a little bit strange to me. And I did want to show, hey, I got the receipts. I have my tweets. I said this. I said 100 Thieves was overrated last year. I've been saying that. I really believe that. Yes, they won the LCS championship in the summer. But throughout the entire summer split, they were not clearly the best team. EG was right there with them. TSM was right there with them. Cloud9 sometimes was right there with them. TL sometimes was right there with them, but, mostly TSM and EG were going back and forth with 100 Thieves the whole year. 100 Thieves in the playoffs lost a series to TL, and everyone will tell you, oh, they lost 3-2. That's a close series, whatever. So are those same people saying that, TSM barely lost to C9 3-2, so TSM would have gotten out of groups at Worlds, and they can say that they had this amazing season? Like, no, 100 Thieves lost to TL and then came back and beat them. The overall match score between TL and 100 Thieves was 1-1, and TL ends up or 100 Thieves ends up getting the title, and TL doesn't, because the best of the double elimination system is absolutely horrible in the LCS playoffs. It makes no sense. Two teams play each other, they both win one, and then one of them wins the title, and the other one, doesn't even get to play another series. Super stupid, super weird. But anyway, that got 100 Thieves overrated. They go on to Worlds. They almost make it out of their group, but between the top two teams, they go 1-3, and they get 2 wins against a not very good team at the bottom of their group. And people kind of took that and ran with it. I think people were overrating 100 Thieves a lot last year, and I think people were overrating them even more coming into this year. And this is something I want to talk about, because we saw everyone, and I just want to read this tweet. This is what I said. I said this before lock-in, I'll say it again. Synergy from last season is one of the most overrated things in League of Legends esports. It can be important, but it is not as important as so many analysts will lead you to believe. Very shallow, easy take, but a bad one. And I fully believe in this statement. So many people were picking 100 Thieves to win or make it to the finals and lock in or whatever because they had the same 5 players from last year. And that was about the substance of their analysis. Hey, this team won the championship. They were a pretty good team last year, and they're bringing everybody back. Like, synergy is the only thing that matters. Like, synergy is, the end-all, be-all. Like, the talent of your players and the talent of your team and the matchups and all this stuff doesn't matter at all. Like, that's a pretty shallow take from an analyst, in my opinion. That's pretty weird. That's pretty bad. And that was a large reason why we had so many people taking them. But again, I've said this in videos before. If you look at the history of League of Legends esports, many teams fielding the same roster season over season hardly ever does better in the second season. Teams don't really ramp up over time. I don't know if that's because of change of meta. I don't know if that's because, like G2, the guys have said, hey, the voices get stale together. People don't get as hungry. People aren't as hyped up or excited or whatever. But I think that bringing back the synergy from last season is a little bit overrated. Is it good for 100 Thieves? Yes. And should they have performed better than they did in this tournament? Yes, they absolutely underperformed. I'm not saying that 100 Thieves is now a worse team than Dignitas or anything like that. I'm just saying way too many people were saying, hey, this team brought back all the same players, so hey, they're going to win lock-in. And that doesn't make sense because TL is such a talented team. EG is such a talented team. Do they have as much pre-existing synergy as 100 Thieves? No, but on paper, I think they are just as talented, if not more talented than them. And the synergy from last season is just a small part of it. So I thought that was super weird to me. I thought that was a really poor job that a lot of analysts did, not really breaking down things further than 100 Thieves won the championship last year, and they are having synergy from last year. Like, okay, that is a pretty terrible job, being an analyst. And again, I was saying this before lock-in. I'm not saying this because 100 Thieves lost to Dignitas. I was saying this before, and it just happened to come true. Hey, maybe I'm on something. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe it was all a whole different thing. But again, like I said, I picked an EGTL final before the group stage and after the group stage. Another really, really interesting and funny thing about this as well. 100 Thieves played in a terrible group. Group A was weak. TSM Academy, Golden Guardians Academy, Cloud9 hybrid lineup, and FlyQuest, who is expected to be one of the weaker teams in the LCS, and then played Dignitas in their first knockout game. That's about as easy as a schedule as anyone in this whole lock-in thing had. That's about as easy as it can get. And the very interesting thing here, 100 Thieves ended up, winning 1, 2, 3 games and losing 3 games. Who was 100 Thieves' 3 wins? 100 Thieves' 3 wins was against TSM Academy, Golden Guardians Academy, and Cloud9 with a half Academy, half LCS lineup and Fudge role swap to mid lane. 100 Thieves' 3 losses were to FlyQuest full team, Dignitas full team, and Dignitas full team. Throughout the entire lock-in tournament, 6 games, 100 Thieves only beat Academy and hybrid lineups and only lost to full teams. So maybe that gives you an idea of where I'm coming from with how good, 100 Thieves maybe really is, and how overrated pre-existing synergy might be. And that maybe the fact is, in the offseason, you're supposed to make your team better. You're supposed to look at the holes from last year and level your team up and make improvements and make upgrades, because that's what all the other teams are doing. EG, in the offseason, upgraded their team. They probably have a better team than last year. TL upgraded their team. They probably have a better team than last year. And 100 Thieves stayed exactly the same while being the defending champions, while having every team building lineups to try and take them down, to try and beat them, to try and become the champions. And again, from what we've seen in competitive League of Legends, that is largely a losing formula, especially with veteran players. 100 Thieves has all veteran players. They don't have a lot of young players that are like getting better and better over time. For the most part, 100 Thieves players are what they are. I think you can keep the same lineup if you have a really young team and the players are actually still developing year over year. But if you're just bringing back veterans, the next year doesn't really bode that well for you. And this lock-in tournament was very interesting because a lot of teams weren't taking it seriously. A lot of teams were playing with subs, all that. But 100 Thieves was taking it very seriously. They were playing to win, and they performed a lot worse than a lot of other teams. So I'm worried about 100 Thieves. If you're a 100 Thieves fan, I think you should be worried too. And I think everybody can admit 100 Thieves was overrated coming into this tournament. And like I said, I told you so. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about 100 Thieves. Were they overrated? Did they just not show up? Are they still going to be the best team in the LCS coming into the season? I don't think so. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, save today, and all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.